Hey everybody, McRose31 back here for FSI DFS. I'm not going to do the usual video today because today is really a mess. With Major League Baseball, we have a lot of games going on, but the way DK broke it up is kind of insane. When they first rolled out the slate last night, McKinley 412 and I were like, what is going on here? We had like 3 games at 105. We had 3 games at 405. We had 2 games at 510, and we had 3 games at 938. Then DK decides to add a 12-10 slate with 8 games wrapped together. Pitching is horrible. We also have the Field of Dreams game tonight, and did yesterday's video. I was so high in Lance Lynn, and then he gets scratched so he can pitch in this game, and I have no idea why he would want to pitch in this game. I know it's an honor. I know it's a cool niche thing. He's up against Andrew Heaney, but have you looked at the dimensions of this ballpark? Yankee Stadium. Out to left field is 318. Out to center field is 408. Out to right field is 315. The White Sox Stadium, out to both sides is 335. Out to center is 400. Out to left field in this Field of Dreams Stadium is 300. So that's 18, feet shorter than the Yankees. 315, it's the same as the short porch in right field, but it's only 350 out to center field. So, Lance Lynn is a decent pitcher, but he's up against a really good Yankees lineup. And then you have Andrew Heaney, who is a lefty versus a team that destroys lefties, and he has got hit hard. So this game could look more like the Chicago Bears against the New York Giants or Jets than the Yankees versus the White Sox. The only sad thing is that there's, I think it's about a 40 to 50% chance of rain later on in the game. So hopefully they get it in. It should be neat to watch, not just because I'm a Yankees fan, just because I'm a baseball fan in general and really enjoyed the movie and everything. But I'm just saying that there could be some offense in that game. But anyways, cool thing that we're going to do at FSI today is because the slates are all over the place, we are going to post our course for you for free. So as you can see, I have the FSI website up, and it might still be behind the paywall early in the morning, but we'll definitely make sure by, let's say, probably about 10 a.m. that we have everything. So it's open access. So when you see it change, when it's not the this Brewers pitcher anymore, I'll probably put up something for the Field of Dreams game on the cover, and we'll change the date and everything on it. It'll probably be the same cover as this video. So if you see the cover of the video on the webpage, then you're good to go. So you can click read more on it, and it will take you to our course page where we are going to post. And I already started working on today's. So this is for the 8-game early slate. And pitching wise, there's really not too many high options that I'm interested in. Woodruff, I think, is definitely going to be the slam dunk number one after you saw what Burns did last night against the Cubs. Same situation, a little bit of wind blowing out, but I think it's fine there. Bass would be number 2, but there's a little bit of rain in Cleveland, so that game might get postponed. There's a little concern there. In the medium range, kind of sad because I really like the Washington and New York Mets game, but it's going to be a doubleheader now, so it's only going to be 7 innings. I think the Mets were in a great hitting spot, but with only 7 innings, really can't recommend them. But Stroman as a pitcher, I can, because they're against the watered down Washington lineup, and when they get these 7-inning games, they have a shot at a complete game, or even a complete game shutout if they're doing really well. So I kind of like him there in the medium range. Means gets Detroit. He should do really well against them. He's had a really solid season. Hendricks, I think, could be a GPP. He's not as bad as some of the other pitchers against Milwaukee. I know Milwaukee has a super high total there, but he's a vanilla pitcher, doesn't get many strikeouts, but sometimes he seems to be efficient. So someplace to go there. For a cheap pitcher, Gonzalez gets the Texas Rangers. So we used to call it the Detroit Tiger Bump early in the season until they kind of found their footing and became a decent team. Again, I think Means is okay against them today just based on his quality as a pitcher, not the team that we're targeting, but it seems like Texas is a team that we can target now. So Gonzalez makes a lot of sense there if you're looking for a cheap pitcher to try to get some stacks in. Brubaker also, I know St. Louis, he's not been great, but he's not been great against left-handed pitching. And St. Louis really does not have many left-handed. They have some switch hitters, maybe throw some guys in the lineup, but mostly right-handed. So I think that he could be a decent GPP cheap option there. And then I'm out on LeBlanc. I'm out on White and Suarez. Those are the guys that are facing each other in the Dodger and Phillies game. I think, if they don't get rained on today, that you see some runs there against some younger pitchers and bullpen. And then Manning from Detroit. I think Baltimore's in a really good spot. For hitting, like I said, I really like the Dodgers, especially lefties versus Ranger Suarez, young and experienced pitcher. Seattle against Texas is, if they get Fulton-Evich, is a really good spot there. Milwaukee, I still think, even though Hendricks could be a GPP pitcher, then, the wind is blowing out. They have seemed to come together a little bit recently. So I think they're good there. And then St. Louis, Brubaker is a decent pitcher, but if they can get some switch hitters in there and stuff, he is exploitable. So I think you'd be able to go there. For GPP stacks, Oakland, again, if there's no rain there, I think this Boston and Tampa Bay game, it's got a 10 total. You have some really not great pitchers in that one. So I think you can see a lot of runs. Boston scored a ton of runs last night, and I don't think they really had any home runs either. So like I went to bed, they had 20 runs and no home runs, I believe. And that's just absolutely crazy. So my everyday stack of Boston and San Francisco did very, very well last night. Didn't take down GPP, but definitely my return on value was very, very good there. Philadelphia, I think, is someone we can target against the Dodgers, young pitcher, and their bullpen's good, but that's why that's GPP. And Baltimore, I really like. If you don't like Means and you don't think anything Detroit, their resurgence recently is something to look at. I think he would be good. Pittsburgh gets LeBlanc from St. Louis, and he's not really a good pitcher. He's one of my fades. So I think, I don't know if I'd go like full Pittsburgh stack and cash, but I think it's definitely some people that you can maybe sprinkle in if you're playing like a full Dodger stack or a full Milwaukee stack and you need some price, especially, some of the bats up top, the leadoff guy who's been really, really good recently. And then if you want some leverage, if you think the Oakland game's going to play and a lot of people are going to be on Bassett, then Cleveland makes sense there. And Gonzalez, Texas isn't a horrible team. They strike out a lot. They do have, some flashes of putting up runs. So I think they'd be a GPP leverage stack against Gonzalez. So as you can see, pretty much we'll be filling in the cores for DK and for FanDuel. You'll see under construction here. When you see it say final, then we're done and you're ready to go. You'll see us like work on this throughout the day and change things, and then we'll give you the cores for the showdowns also. So this will be available all day long. We'll cover this. We'll cover the happy hour slate and then the night slate. Night slate has some really good pitching on it. You have Ohtani, you have Darvish, but Ohtani's going against Toronto, so you've got some good offensive, you've got some good pitching. It's a 3-game slate, and I think that's the most intriguing one of the whole day. But a lot of baseball today, a lot of opportunities. So I think we're going to try this and see what you guys like. So please come back to the video if this worked out well for you and leave us some notes and feedback, and we appreciate you watching. Give us a like, share it with some friends, let everybody know out there like what we're doing today. Trying to help everybody out on a day with a lot of baseball and a lot of weird slates. So I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.